are starting art class a little bit differently today. We are going to start with our artwork so that the background can dry so that we can paste on top of it. So let's start with your sky color. And just like we watched Muddy Soul create her sky color, just go ahead and create your sky color out of whatever you want. You will need your acrylic paint, a piece of paper, and a paintbrush, but have as much freedom as you want creating your sky color. So I'm gonna do yellow, but you get to make your sky color whatever color you want it to be. And sometimes I like to do nice big streaks, but you could do circles and swirls. We just want to make sure we cover all that blank space. And I am going to come in, and I want a little bit of orange in my sky, but I'm going to do an impressionist artist technique and use, I'm going to mix my paints on the canvas because I don't have orange. So I'm going to use a little bit of red. And I got to make sure I wipe my brush off. Anytime you switch colors, you want to wipe it off. I'm going to use a little bit of my red. I'm going to mix it with my yellow on this paper, just like the Impressionists would do. And that is going to get, when it mixes with the yellow, a nice little orange in there. So just like we learned about mixing colors last time we met, think about that as you're putting your colors here. Also think about your warm and cool colors. You know, what does the sky look like? When the sun is setting, or when it's really dark out. Whatever time of day you're doing, however you're creating this, you have freedom here to create whatever sky you want to create. We're going to talk about value and what it means to mix black and white to a color and how that creates different values. So for my sky, I don't want to add black personally, but I am going to add a little bit of white, and let's see what that white does here. So we're going to talk all about this. You're going to understand why this happens in just a bit. Light orange. almost done with my sky. Put your last touches on it. Make sure you've covered your whole page. Value, and then we're going to come back and add some mountains to our sky. There we go. There's my sky. Okay, put it aside and let it dry. Using value to create mountains. So, going back to our piece of paper, decide what color mountains you want. What would look good with your background? You want to do green, blue, maybe you even want to go crazy and do red, whatever color you want. I'm going to do purple. So I'm going to put a whole bunch of purple right here. Almost scored that whole thing out. Now my center one, so this is going to be the one that's not all the way in the background, but not all the way in the foreground. So this one is going to be my middle one. So it's going to go with this mountain, this mountain, this mountain. Because it's 5, I'm going to do the third one as the center, and that's going to be just your plain straight color. And because this is dry, we can go ahead and just paint right over top of that, and that purple should stay. So we're layering our paint. You do still want it to be pretty thick so that you don't see that background through it. I kind of like to go over the outline first and then add. I think always just be always just be aware. I'm struggling with that word today. Always be aware. Okay, so always be aware of your strokes and the way your strokes create texture. So if I go like this, do little dots with it, how does that look different than if I do big long lines? All those spaces where that background is coming through a little bit. Okay. So that's a pretty thick layer. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of rub it off on my brush, on my plate, or whatever you're using to mix your colors. Just rub it off. And I'm going to come and get some white, just like a dark white, and I'm going to mix it in with one positive. Moving up thicker so that my yellow background's not coming through. Now we're going to wipe the purple off our brush. We're just going to take some white. I'm going to do that last, the furthest one back. And that purple is going to still be a little bit on your brush because we only wiped it once. It's going to have a lot more white in it. It's going to really far back. And I like to use my pencil lines just as a guideline, so I let it's just kind of like, a line might look good here, but I don't let that affect. I need a little bit more purple. I did too much white. That was too much purple. So I just use it as a guideline, and if my brush wants to go a little bit different or act a little bit, go a different way. There we go. Okay, now wiping our brush off completely, maybe rinsing it, wiping it off, maybe even just grabbing a new brush. We have our purple right here. We're just going to put a dot of black. Put a dot of black right there, get it off your brush. We're going to go one up. So this is my very front one. So this space is going to be all that black and purple. Actually, I think I need to mix this all in because I need a lot of paint. So whatever color you're doing, we're not adding more colors. We're just adding white and black to create shades and tints to create the illusion of space in our artwork. You can also even take it another step further and thinking about how these colors that you chose, why do you think you chose these colors? What do you think it reflects about your current mood? Do you think you just like them and they're just pretty, or do you think there's another reason? I don't know. Often I find that there's other reasons. I think for me, I've been really drawn to purple today. I think that's because I view purple as a super chill color. And I have been a little sick today. And I am feeling like I just kind of want to chill. Be a little bit purpley today. it's more difficult to get black off your brush than it is to get white. So that's the only reason why we did that. I'm going to take my artwork